Who would have thought I would be back to filming? What's up, y'all? It's your girl Oumoomoo and welcome to my channel. I have not been filming. I haven't been filming. Like, I'm so bad at this. Like, oh my god, like it's been how many weeks since I came to talk about Attack on Titan, and I'm back at it again with, y'all already know, my Beatdown breakdown. If you don't know Beatdown breakdown, this is my series on my channel where I talk about various TV shows, movies, and no, not books. It's been a while. It's been a while of like not filming and not really doing anything, especially Attack on Titan. Oh my god, like it's just been crazy. I'm missing, how many episodes am I missing to talk about? Y'all, it's 8 episodes. So for 8 weeks I've just been gone, not talking about this. But no, we're here to talk about what's been going on with Attack on Titan. Because part 1 has been wrapped up of season 4. And we're not going to get part 2 until winter of 2022, which winter of 2022 sounds like forever and a day. But it also sounds like, you know, that's also crazy because I kept thinking like, oh, winter of 2022, you telling me we're getting this like near December 2022, but it sounds like we might just get it like January or February of next year. So we might be waiting nearly a whole year for the second half of the season, which is understandable because animation takes a long time. Child, oh god, let's just get started with this. So welcome to my beatdown breakdown of Attack on Titan. Me quickly wrapping up what's been happening these past, how many episodes? 8 episodes. Like, what the hell? And in all honesty, like, wait a minute, this mirror is small as hell. Is the lighting okay? I feel like the lighting is like not good in my room. Give me a second. Okay, hopefully that's better. I don't know. If I look crazy as well, like, just deal with it. We don't got time for this, okay? Anyways, yeah, a lot has been going on with Attack on Titan. My god, like, when I tell you life has not been okay in Paradise Island for these people, child, oh my god, not only that, right? But then like the second to last chapter dropped like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And I read it around the same time that I was watching Banana Fish, because it was my first time watching Banana Fish. And I was in an emotional wreck. Like at that night, wrapping up Banana Fish and then reading the new chapter of Attack on Titan. I was literally just like freaking the out. But oh my god, it was just, it's crazy. It's crazy that we have the last chapter coming out next month. Or I think, sorry, not next month, but more like in like a week or like a week and a half or something like that. And I will definitely be reading and doing a live reaction of that because I just need to know, am I going to cry? Am I going to freak out? Like, I can't believe we're at the last chapter already of this story. It's been like 8 years. My life is not okay. But no, let me just get back into this show because I'm rambling at this point. I want this video to be relatively between 30 to 40 minutes. Like, I will take that. I want it to be 30 minutes, okay? So we will quickly surmise what's been going on Paradise Island. All right, wrapping up and briefly talking about the last 6 episodes. What has happened? Our main characters have returned back to Paradise Island. Eren has been locked up in prison, which I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. Speaking of Eren, my god. Like, it sucks that I'm this attracted to a 2D character who is also a mass murderer, who is also like not a decent human being if he was real. So that's happening. And what else has been happening on Attack on Titan? Oh my god, it's just been so crazy. Like, that happened. Zeke is also in cahoots with Paradise Island as well, and he's also been taken into like, I guess, being restrained by Levi, which was a freaking something, okay? I made bullet points of what to talk about, so maybe I should just like, let's see. We had like a flashback episode of like what happened the last 4 years. How did Paradise Island end up developing enough technology to, I guess, build ships? Because let's be honest, their main method of transportation was horses. That happened. Annie's dumbass is still in the crystal. Who would have thought? What else has happened? Yelena is fine AF. Onyankopon is fine AF. Like, that melanin was spicy, baby. I told ya, I said I was sick of these Europeans, and I'm glad that we're getting people of my skin color in this show, okay? Zeke's whole reason for why he wanted to team up with Paradise Island is he initially had said that he wanted to break down a part of the walls on Paradise Island to release them to the world in this act known as the Rumbling, and secure about like maybe like 50 years of like advancement for Paradise Island before the rest of the world attacks them, because obviously the rest of the world was like ready to attack Paradise Island at any given moment. So that's happened. What else has happened? Sasha has died, of course, and she had like somewhat of a weird ass relationship slash friendship with one of the Marleyan soldiers that were basically being held hostage on Paradise Island named Nicolo. That was kind of a lot. Like, see, this is too much to talk about. It's too much to talk about what's been happening these past 6 episodes. Like, that's happened, and Sasha has been buried, and Nicolo has invited Sasha's father to like the restaurant where he works at, where he's a chef and everything like that. Let's just say this restaurant ain't shit, because, well, I mean, am I really that mad about it? I mean, I'm kind of mad about it. I'm kind of mad about it, but not really that much. This restaurant has also been serving wine laced with Zeke's spinal fluid, which military higher-ups have been drinking, and at some point, if Zeke really wanted to, could simply just yell and activate the power of the Titans and transform all these people who have drank this wine into Titans. It's this whole thing, like, basically the same method that he used on Connie's village in turning everyone into a Titan. He had simply just had his spinal fluid released as a gas. It was inhaled, and for some reason, I don't know if it's like a truth or a lie really, but I'm pretty sure it might just be a lie or a lie mixed with the truth, that once you ingest the spinal fluid, you temporarily freeze up. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, depending, I guess, how much you take. If it's like a copious amount, then you might actually just freeze up. What else has happened? Aaron has broken out of prison. He don't care. Gabby and Falco also end up at the island as well, because remember, Gabby had jumped up on the ship and killed Sasha. So she's also now in prison with Falco, but they end up escaping anyway. Then they end up stumbling upon that girl, Kaya, that was saved by Sasha in like the 2nd season. And it's this whole thing with that. And I can't even talk about Gabby and Falco. I'm sick of Gabby. I don't want to talk about her in any scenes, but unfortunately I have to mention her later on in this video, so it doesn't even matter. I keep going, like, my brain is like going back to like Aaron being shirtless, and I just don't want to do that for this video, so I'm not going to delve into that. But yes, anyways, Zeke has been taken by Levi to the Forest of Giant Trees, and he's been apprehended and all that stuff, so he's gonna be washed over because we don't trust that at all. Also, Kiyomi Azumabito, that lady that's like from the nation of Hizuru, that's like somewhat related to Mikasa, has also showed up at the Island of Paradise, I guess, in negotiations between Zeke and Aaron. And she's also a money-grubbing, hungry-ass bitch, so we don't trust her either. Like, clearly we can't trust nobody in this show. Like, what the hell? And I wish I could spend the majority of this video really just talking about Aaron and how delicious and how fine he is, but obviously I am 8 episodes behind technically, so I am not going to be going too crazy about that. All y'all need to know is that this man is built different, okay? And I hate that I'm so attracted to a mass murderer. I hate it. I hate it. What else? Other key things have happened. Mikasa might be like royalty, so princess energy, there you go. Oh my god, Historia's pregnant. That's Aaron's baby. I don't care. Mikasa loved this man. Like, she loves the shit of this boy. My god. But yeah, so what else has happened? I mean, pretty much just that. And Aaron's supporters, these freaking Jaegers, and I hate Flock so much. Like, he's so annoying. Premier Zachary has been killed. Aaron shows up and does this whole speech thing between Mikasa and Armin. He's basically just going on this tangent thing of just like, I hate you, Mikasa, you trash, you annoying. I don't know why is it that you care so much about me for so long, but I finally figured it out. Apparently, Ackermans are like byproducts of Titan science, which was so weird, right? Because in the anime, the speech between Aaron and Armin and Mikasa is a little bit different from the manga. Like in the manga, he specifically states that Ackermans are a byproduct of Titan science. Oh, I forgot. Sasha's dad, who had taken in Falco and Gabby after they ran away from prison and broke out of prison, also comes to the restaurant that Nicolo works at, and this whole thing ensued of just like Nicolo discovering that, what's this good little girl's name again? Gabby was the one that actually was responsible for Sasha's death. She's the one who killed Sasha. This whole thing happened where like Nicolo smashes Falco's head. with this bottle of wine that's been laced with Zeke's spinal fluid that was supposed to be given to the military higher-ups, but now it's also been entered into Falco's body. It's this whole thing, like, it's just so crazy. So now Falco's also one of the victims that could potentially be turned into a Titan if Zeke unleashes that power. Levi also is the one who's watching over Zeke right now in the forest of giant trees, and the soldiers there, except for like Levi, have also been drinking this wine, so they also have the spinal fluid in them. Then Zeke ends up escaping, and then he yells and transforms all these people into Titans, and then this crazy ass fight had to happen between Levi and Zeke, and it was just, the animation was crazy. Like, I was like, damn, I can't wait to see how they're going to animate this. Like, I knew it was gonna be crazy. Zeke ends up getting like taken down, but then like it's just crazy. Then he ends up like having a thunder spear in him, and then he ends up blowing up, and then he almost like killing himself and like nearly killing Levi as well. That happened. There's a flashback episode of Zeke's life, and then understanding as to how did he become this person, how did Zeke become a Marleyan warrior. You get a flashback episode of that and all the things that led up to it. His sucky ass childhood with his ain't ass father, Grisha Jaeger, that's crazy. His whole thing is just like, Zeke has a euthanasia plan for the Eldians. He doesn't want to kill the Eldians in like an inhumane way. He wants to basically sterilize every single Eldian that's alive currently today so that they don't have any more children in the future. And by like within 100 or 200 years, the Eldian race will die off, and then that's it. And somehow Eren agrees to that while he's in Marley in the flashback episode, and they decide to work together. Obviously, like, Eren don't want that. Like, y'all should have known my baby daddy is never about that tomfoolery. I guess that's it. Like, I think we've pretty much caught up to everything that's been going on in the show. Like, we've pretty much caught up to what the main points of everything that's been going on. So I don't know. If I did a bad job, I'm sorry about that, okay? Leave me alone. It's 8 episodes, and I don't feel like sitting through all of this and talking about it, so let me be. I guess we can start talking about the latest episode of Attack on Titan, titled Above and Below, Part 1. Finale. And I hate it because it's just like, I thought the finale was going to be the climax of the story that's supposed to happen in the manga, but that's not the case. Anyways, whatever. The episode starts with Hanji being taken by Flock and the Jaegerists, aka the people who are just riding on Eren's dick basically, and they're being taken to find out where Zeke is, because Eren had given them instructions like, find out where Zeke is being held. We need to have physical contact with each other so we can access the power of the founding Titan, because that's the whole thing that's been going on. Like, they've been kept apart physically and not allowed to touch each other, because so much as even like one finger touching the other person's finger could just activate this power. Next thing you know, a rumbling is happening. So nope, psych. Anyways, Hanji and what's his name's face, Flock, and them have reached this forest, and they heard a thunder spear go off. And obviously this is what happened in the last episode with Zeke blowing up himself with a thunder spear. It was crazy to watch this. Like, it's like I had to see a horse basically be impaled with like wooden sticks, and Zeke is on the floor, like everything from like his nipple down is gone. That happens, and he looks like he's about to die. We see one image of Ymir, aka the founder Ymir, like the person, the progenitor of like the Titans. That happened. A Titan comes out of nowhere, rips its stomach, and then shoves Zeke inside. Okay. Oh, and also there are mad people that are now currently locked up, including our main characters, Mikasa, Armin, who else are these people again? I forgot. Jean, Connie, I don't even know why I said that. Jean, Connie, and them. The military has been basically taken over by Eren and the Jaegerists, so they're on this whole mission to like reform the government. And everyone who has been drinking the wine that's been laced with Zeke's spinal fluid is actually marked with armbands that are labeled by colors. Or everybody's disappointed in Eren. What else is new? I'm also disappointed, but obviously because we're married, I have to just be loyal and understanding of why he's doing the things that he's doing. Also, oh my god, crazy thing, I had recently learned that like Hajime Isayama, the writer and creator of Attack on Titan, is like a Japan imperialist supporter or something like that. I'm just like, man, it's too late for me to cancel him. okay? It's too late for me to cancel him. I mean, I do cancel him, but it's just like, it's too late for me to boycott the show because it's just like, I'm already too invested. We only got one more chapter left. Like, let me just read this one more chapter and then I can just hate the series for the rest of my life. Like, the Scott Regiment. All of our people that are like against like Aaron's plan have been locked up, and Yelena comes to visit our prisoners to basically explain like why is everyone being locked up. Like, goes into explaining that Zeke has a euthanasia plan to save the Eldians, and he does not want to kill everyone in an inhumane way. Rather, he just wants to simply just change the DNA of every single Eldian in the world by using the power of the founding Titan to make it so that people would be infertile and would be unable to have kids in the future. Now, I'm not sure if I agree with this plan. I actually don't. I don't think it's fair that people that could be born and deserve to be born later on in the future, and not only that, but like people that have hopes and dreams of developing a family are going to have that ripped away from them just because this dude is like obsessed with ending the Eldian bloodline or the Eldian race. Like, it's just, it's not fair. Anyways, that's all happening. Gabby and Falco have been separated. Falco's being kept with the soldiers that have been detained, that have drank the wine that's laced with Zeke's spinal fluid. Aaron comes to visit Gabby that's locked up, but it's so funny because he doesn't call her Gabby or anything. He just calls her like the brat that killed Sasha. Anyways, he comes. Also, I forgot to state that also Peak has somehow infiltrated Paradise Island, by the way. So Peak is there. She shows up literally out of the blue. And Peak is just like ready to basically blow out Aaron's head, but Aaron's just like, you're not going to kill me. Like, you have instructions from Marley, I'm assuming, to take back my Titan, so you can't kill me. So I don't know what you thought you was going to do. And all I could focus on was like how tall Aaron is. Like, how did this even happen? I gotta say, I really do appreciate that MAPPA was the one to take over the animation for season 4, especially because it worked perfectly, like how everything went down. It was just, they took over season 4 and did the animation for it. The characters look different, they look older, they look much more mature. Yuki Kaji, who's the voice actor of Aaron, is amazing. Like, his voice is, I can't even say it because this video finna be demonetized AF. I'm just like, you're not gonna kill me. She's just like, yep, you're right. You know what? I'm actually not going to kill you. But obviously she has a plan up her sleeve. And so instead she says, I will point out all the invaders that are on this island and I want to work with you. And Gabby's in disbelief, of course, because Gabby's annoying. I don't even want to dwell into Gabby at all. Peak makes a perfect point in stating like, listen, you want to be fighting for Marley and all that stuff, but Marley does not care about us. The rest of the world doesn't care about us either. Even if we do end up, you know, helping to defeat Paradise Island, it doesn't change the fact that we are Eldian first and foremost before anything else. So the rest of the world doesn't trust us regardless of what we do. So we need to take charge of our future. I feel like I'm like quickly breezing through this and I don't like, there's just, it's too much to talk about and I don't feel like filming. Instead, I can't wait because I need to watch the new episode of Demi Lovato's documentary thingamabob that she has on YouTube, and I'm planning on making a video about that because so far the documentary does not make any sense. People around her don't make sense, she doesn't make sense, so I would love to like talk about that. Mind you, like literally like these past like how many episodes now, freaking like 4 or 5 episodes, 6 episodes are all happening within like a day period, like a day or 2 day time period. It's like, it's crazy. Anyways, go back to Yelena's whole explanation when she's explaining to Connie, Jean, and Mikasa and Armin in prison about Aaron and Zeke's whole plan. She's like the ultimate fangirl. Like, she's the ultimate fangirl for especially Zeke. Like, she's just like, these are the saviors, these are the gods. They're going to be remembered throughout history as living legends. And I'm just like, girl, what? Where did you, how? Like, I still, like, Yelena's like one of the most mysterious characters of Attack on Titan. It's just like, where did she come from? Like, why are you such a fangirl? Why are you so gun-ho about Zeke and Eren Yeager? Like, why do you care so much about the Yeager brothers? Like, okay, cool, they're going to enact a revenge on Marley, but like, there has to be more than that, right? Can we get an explanation for the next chapter? Like, there's like mad things that I feel like haven't been explained in the Attack on Titan story, and I just feel like I deserve it. So, but anyways, Aaron has chained up Gabby to Peak, and basically as an incentive, just like, hey, don't screw me over, otherwise when you transform, this little girl gonna die anyways. So I wonder what I want to use today. Anyways, while all of that is happening and Aaron is taking Peak and Gabby up the roof to point out the enemies that Peak had promised that she was going to point out, she's highly suspicious of just who is Zeke Yeager. It seems like nobody really knows like who is Zeke Yeager. Like nobody in this story yet. I mean, aside from us, like what we know of Zeke Yeager is obviously we know that he is of royal bloodline. Obviously he's able to connect to the Founding Titan's power and to use it, because if somebody else is the holder of the Founding Titan, gets into physical contact with them, he can be able to use the Founding Titan's power without being subjected to the will of first king, right? That king that was basically just like hella pacifist. Yeah, like Zeke can totally just bypass that and not give a single and use the power to do whatever he wants to do, so long as somebody else is the holder of the Founding Titan. Honestly, like I don't know what I'm doing with my eyes today, so y'all just gonna have to deal with this, baby. But yeah, obviously people are hella suspicious. Like outside of just, I think, Paradise Island and Aaron and them, nobody really knows who Zeke Yeager is. Nobody knows that his family is like, or his mother is a member of the Fitzroy family, and that explains why he has the special powers that he has of like transforming people into Titans. Like Marley didn't know that. Marley never really suspected that, or they probably did and just didn't know like what to really think about it. They get taken up to the roof and Peak is ready to just basically out the intruders and the enemy. Then she turns to Aaron and points to him and says, that's the enemy. Ooh, crazy. So they're walking up the stairs right before this, and we see my baby daddy Porco. Like he's also infiltrated Paradise Island, and I was here for it. I was like, ah! I'm sorry, like in this show it is Porco, Levi, and Aaron. That's it, okay? Pell, that's it. Those are my men, okay? Pell, P-E-L. That's it. Porco, Aaron, and Levi. These are the men of my life. Anyways, Porco's beneath them, and he had transformed just in time and bites off Aaron's legs. Like, damn. Bites off Aaron's legs, but Aaron's okay, and Aaron also transforms into the Attack Titan. Gabby is just like, what happened? Like, I thought that you had betrayed us and you were no longer like on our side. And I'm just like, if somebody don't knock her out at least so she can stop talking. But yeah, that happens, and then it's basically just like everyone's here to just save the day for Gabby. Like you have Marley showing up on these blimps. They come just in time. Reiner's there, Colt is there, everybody's there seemingly. And I'm just mad because this is really just the episode that we were going to get, and we're not going to get the next episode until winter of 2022. Like what the hell? Like why? I don't deserve this. Wasn't me waiting like 3.5 years, 4 years for season 2 enough? Like why am I going through this again? Can I just say that despite it being the half season finale, the demi-season finale, I think MAPPA has done such a great job on the animation. I think that people don't give enough credit to MAPPA, especially after the first episode. I know the first episode was hella weird to watch because it was just like, the animation is different, like what's going on? But I really did thoroughly enjoy seeing the animation. Like I think the animation looked so much more like the manga than compared to how Wit Studio did. It didn't, I mean, Wit Studio did still an amazing job with it, obviously, but it was different. It's a little bit more mature the way they drew everyone, and obviously because the story has grown to be so mature and so like crazy. Honestly, I don't know what I did with my eyes today, but this is like one of the worst eye makeups I've ever done. That's because I'm trying to rush through this video. The animation was just, it was amazing this season. Like I was really excited every single episode for everything that was going to be happening. I was just in it to win it, in it to win it. Oh yeah, push it. But let me shut up. I'm sorry. I really feel like they did such a great job with the animation. That's the one thing I want to say. This isn't even really a beatdown breakdown. This is just me briefly recapping everything that's been happening and now just ranting and talking about garbage while I try to finish this damn eye makeup that looks like trash already. Like, the most recent chapter that had came out was insane. Like, I don't even know what to really say about it other than I cannot believe that second to last chapter y'all are finally explaining what the hell is the relationship between Eren and Mikasa, which I can appreciate, but obviously it's such an Isayama thing to do, to like hurt people in the worst way possible and then just be like, okay, well, here you go. And in all honesty, I have a prediction as to how this like series is going to end, and that's basically just, I feel as though the show is going to end, or the manga is going to end, the story is going to end with somehow everyone surviving in an alternate universe, in an alternate timeline, and the power of the Titans of this alternate universe is never going to exist or something like that. Like, I feel like something like that is going to happen. It sounds like a very Isayama thing to do anyways. Like, he would pull some like that. Or he might pull like a whole like Code Geass thing where it's just like the main character and the most important person in the story is going to end up being vilified and dying in order to basically save the world, and everybody has to hate him in order for this to work. So I feel like it could be one of those two things. I'm not here for Eren being hated by everybody though. Like, I just feel like nobody understands my man except for me, obviously. So I wouldn't agree with it. If it was real life, like, I would be like, nah, no, you can't go on about this and kill innocent people. Also, the episode that was like about Zeke's whole childhood and what happened to him, it freaking sucked. Obviously, Grisha is like father of the year. Like, jeez, what a dad, right? Like, Zeke, obviously, you know, he wanted to work so hard to please his parents and please his fathers especially, but it's like, damn, like, you couldn't play baseball with your kid and now he's out here being also a mass murderer. So like, what the f? But yeah, my baby daddy Eren just wants to achieve his freedom, and nobody's letting him achieve his freedom. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose, yeah. Baby daddy just wants to create a world that's just no hate. Like, is that so wrong? Maybe he's killing everyone because he knows in the end he can bring them all back to life. Maybe that's what's going on. As the story continued, I was like, wait a minute. This might just be an actual like time loop. Like, what if Eren is aware, or at some points in his life is aware, that he's reliving like different alternate lives and he's attempting to somehow save Armin and Mikasa? Like, that's like an important thing, like to save Armin and Mikasa, because even Eren Kruger has said that to Grisha in that flashback episode of like Grisha's life, and he was just like, you have to save Armin and Mikasa. And what if like that's a thing? What if like this whole thing is like a time loop, and Eren is basically constantly having to destroy the world and then having to go thrown back into like an alternate timeline of having to try to save his friends but then also destroying the world again, and then having to just constantly go through this. And maybe that's what's going on, and maybe Ymir realizes that, and maybe it had to be like kind of the end solution was just like the person that loved him the most, Mikasa, has to be the one that kills him in order to stop this time loop. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's so weird. Anyways, that is the end of this video. My eye makeup is so bad that like I don't even know how I made this. I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it so much. I wish you guys could actually like see how much I hate it. Like, ugh. If next season does come out, I think I might, well, not next season, but like part 2 comes out, I think I might actually honestly consider doing reaction videos to it, because the way that my jaw drops like at certain points, y'all need to hear me freak out about Eren. Like, my friends see it because like me and like Jita, usually like my best friend Jita, we usually watch it together, and it's always just like both of us are always just like. But yes, that is the end of this video. If you like this video, please like this video. Please also subscribe, support your girl, and what else, other things. I don't be on YouTube. I'm sorry, like I feel like I should be better at like putting out videos, but I just don't. Like, you see, like I'm just frumpy today. I have this shirt, like I'm over here wearing like my most comfiest like shirt and with my wig that's like laid down so badly, but whatever. Yeah, but that's basically just the end of this video, and I guess we'll have to catch each other in the next one. Bye.